accelerated manifestation, and specifically how AI can kind of step in as a co-creator.
Yeah, it's a really interesting angle.
Right. Present AI as well, a potentially revolutionary partner in this. We want to look at how it might help you clarify your intentions and almost literally write the story of your dream life. Today, we're really getting into something fascinating. It's all about, well, accelerated manifestation, and specifically how AI can kind of step in as a co-creator.
Yeah, it's a really interesting angle.
Right. You're doing all the work, the journaling, the vision boards, maybe affirmations, but you still feel stuck.
Like you're pushing against something.
Exactly, like fighting invisible blocks. That sensation of energetic misalignment, where what you believe inside and what you're doing outside just aren't clicking. And the texts make it clear that's super frustrating, but it's not like a personal failing.
Not at all.
So our mission here in this deep dive is to explore how these texts present AI as well, a potentially revolutionary partner in this. We want to look at how it might help you clarify your intentions and almost literally write the story of your dream life.
Using specific prompts, yeah.
Right, through specific AI prompts. It's not just wishful thinking. The idea presented is that this can speed up the journey from, where you are now to who you want to become.
Yeah. It isn't just about what you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to create.
Okay.
It's maybe even more profoundly about what you're willing to release.
Okay. Release.
Yes, and that really shifts the whole paradigm, doesn't it? It moves us beyond just adding stuff to our lives towards a much deeper internal change. The sources suggest AI can help pinpoint beliefs you might not even be aware of.
Beliefs that are holding you back.
Exactly, limiting beliefs. And AI might help dissolve them faster than, say, just journaling on your own, because it can process and reframe things in a new way. That's where it gets really interesting.
I totally see that. And a lot of the articles you included point out, don't they, that the typical way we approach this is from, like, a place of lack.
Focusing on what's missing.
Yeah, what we don't have. Always trying to sort of pull that new reality towards us. And this old way, it just feels like a hustle, right? A grind. It's exhausting.
It really can be.
So the new way, it's framed much more as an identity shift.
And a release.
And a release of emotional baggage, exactly. Letting go of those beliefs that are holding you back, maybe subtly, maybe not so subtly, so you can actually step into the energy of the person who already has what you want.
And there's a solid why behind this, It's not just spiritual jargon. It's rooted in how reality works, which several sources touch upon.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, when your inner world, your thoughts, feelings, beliefs aligns with your outer world, your actions, your personal reality has to shift. It's almost like physics.
So alignment is key.
Absolutely. And there's science here, too. Some of the research you sent echoes neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. He basically says your personality creates your personal reality.
Okay, personality.
Meaning how you think, how you act, and how you feel. Those three things make up your personality. So if you genuinely want to change your life, changing just what you do isn't enough.
You have to change who you are.
Fundamentally, yes. By clearing the path first, getting rid of those old patterns. And this is where AI becomes a really interesting tool.
How so?
Well, think about large language models like ChatGPT or Claude. They're incredibly good at understanding and generating human-like stories, narratives. They can take your sort of abstract desires and make them concrete, vivid.
More vivid than we might do on our own.
Sometimes, yeah, because they don't have our built-in biases or blind spots. They can create these sensory-rich stories that make the mental rehearsal part incredibly immersive.
That makes sense.
Right.
So the science points to alignment and clearing the path.
Yeah.
But, practically speaking, how do we do that clearing? Especially in an accelerated way. Your insights mention a common turning point.
Right.
Like picturing someone who feels really stuck. They're working super hard, maybe building a business, creating content, whatever. But they're just in this loop, chasing.
Hitting that wall.
Hitting that wall.
Yeah.
And they know there are blocks deep down, but they just can't quite, pinpoint them. One piece you shared described this perfectly. Someone finally asking a different kind of question. Not what do I want, but what limiting beliefs am I willing to let go of right now about, say, money or success?
Focusing on the release again.
Exactly. And the article mentioned initial confusion, resistance even. But then, maybe through some insight, the article mentioned tarot, But it could be anything, getting this crystal clear message about needing to release beliefs that weren't aligned with their core values.
Okay, so the values disconnect was key.
Yeah, it revealed they were trying to manifest something that wasn't actually in harmony with who they truly were. That one intentional moment of identifying and deciding to release a core financial belief. It was described as a release, not a pursuit. And apparently that one action changed everything.
That's a fantastic example of how crucial clarity is. Because if what we think we want clashes with our deeper values or subconscious beliefs, we hit that wall you mentioned.
Right.
And the potential brilliance here is using AI right at that point. Instead of waiting for that personal aha moment, which can take time, you could potentially use AI to speed up finding that clarity.
By having it analyze our stuff.
Sort of, by helping us articulate the narratives we're living by, maybe examining journal entries or just responding to prompts. It can act like an unbiased mirror reflecting back the stories we don't even realize we're telling ourselves, showing us those misalignments.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this could be powerful. Which brings us nicely to what we've pulled together from your sources. We're calling it the quantum AI framework.
Quantum, I like that.
Yeah, quantum, because it taps into that idea of multiple possibilities, rapid shifts, accelerating the collapse of potential into your desired reality, if you will. It's a simple two-step process using AI to speed up both the identity shift and setting intentions.
So AI is like your co-creator here.
Exactly, your personal quantum co-creator, helping you navigate these internal shifts. It's not literal magic, obviously, but the results described can feel pretty close.
And it's important to stress, AI isn't replacing your intuition or desire, it's a catalyst.
Right?
It takes those feelings, those intentions that can sometimes be fuzzy or hard to articulate, and helps make them solid, tangible, actionable, so you can engage with them more directly. It turns your inner world into, like, usable data for transformation.
Okay, let's break it down then. Step 1, the identity prompt. The goal here, based on several articles, is to use generative AI, I think ChatGPT, Claude, maybe even visual AI like Midjourney, to craft a really vivid, detailed story about your future self.
Bringing intuition to life.
Exactly, bringing intuition and desire to life. So here's the prompt we synthesized, and you really want to use this pretty much verbatim.
Okay, let's hear it.
Act as a master storyteller. Write a detailed first-person narrative about a single day in my dream life, where I have already become, and here you insert, your desired identity like a successful millionaire entrepreneur or renowned artist, a fulfilled parent, a community leader. Whatever it is for you, focus on the feelings, the small details, the conversations, and the emotional state of this person. What are their morning rituals? What kind of problems are they solving? How do they feel? The purpose is to create a vivid sensory experience for mental rehearsal.
Wow, that's specific.
Right, and your job, once the AI gives you this story, isn't just to read it. You need to feel it, embody the emotions, let it sink in, feel it in your body.
And so what of doing that, the payoff is huge. This is essentially mental rehearsal.
Like athletes use.
Exactly like athletes use. High performers do this all the time. Think of an Olympian visualizing the perfect race, feeling every muscle move, hearing the crowd, before they even compete. By reading that AI story consistently and feeling it as if it's real, you are literally, according to the neuroscience in your sources, changing your brain. You're rewiring neural pathways to align with that future.
You're wiring yourself for success before it happens.
Precisely. Training your brain to recognize this future self as normal, creating the neural map that guides you there.
That is powerful. Okay, so you've got this vivid story, you're feeling it. Now what? That brings us to step 2, the action prompt.
Making it real.
Exactly. This step translates that resonant story, the one you just embodied, into a practical plan, moving from being to an intentional doing. So here's the second prompt, drawing from the practical side of your sources.
Ready.
Based on the story you just wrote, identify the core principles and daily actions that this person, this future version of me, would take. Distill the story into a list of 5 intentional high-leverage actions that will move the needle in an accelerated way towards that reality.
Okay, and this is where AI's capability, as highlighted in your materials, really shines. It takes that vision, which can feel a bit intangible, and creates an actual roadmap.
The roadmap, right.
But, and this is the crucial bit, these aren't just to-do list items, they're what you might call to-be actions.
To-be actions. What's the difference?
Okay, so instead of the AI suggesting make a sales call, which is just a task, right? It might suggest something more like Engage in one high-value conversation with a client who inspires you.
Ah, I see the difference. It's qualitative.
Exactly. It's subtle, but it's a powerful shift. It's moving from just doing something to embodying the being of the person who does that thing from a place of purpose, alignment, the identity you've just rehearsed.
Focus on the quality of the action driven by the identity.
Yes. The AI helps you filter actions through the lens of your desired future self, making them instantly more meaningful and likely more effective.
That really reframes things. So every time you use these prompts, rehearse the story, feel it,
Yeah.
you're basically upgrading your thinking.
Rewriting your reality from the inside out.
Right. You're not just sitting back waiting for life to change for you. You're actively, consciously co-creating it, just like your sources describe. So the ultimate secret here, what it all seems to boil down to from the material you shared, is this. Stop trying so hard to make your goals catch up to you. Instead, first, figure out and release what's holding you back. Then, consciously step into the version of you who already has achieved those goals.
Become them first.
Become them first. We really encourage you, give this two-step process a try. Use the prompts, see what happens. Notice how quickly maybe your outer world starts to mirror the inner shifts you're making.
And maybe just one final thought to leave you with, building on all these fascinating insights from your sources.
Yeah.
Just consider, maybe this week, how deeply your current reality right now is tangled up with the stories you unconsciously tell yourself every single day.
Wow. Oh.
And then really think about the incredible power you gain when you decide to consciously, strategically use tools, maybe even AI, to rewrite those core narratives. Not from a place of striving or wanting,
But from where?
but from a place of already being the person you choose to become. What new stories might you start telling?